conversation today. I'm excited to learn more about your health content writing journey thus far.
Hi, Megan. I'm excited to be here.
Cool. So tell us, what made you interested in becoming a health content writer to begin with? Do you remember when you first learned about health content writing, and what was it about that field that piqued your interest?
Yes, so it's something that I was always interested in, but I didn't know where to get started or how to get started. It's something that I wanted to pursue because I have to feed my creative need, and I'm talking to patients all the time, and I'm redirecting them about information that they read on the internet that may or may not have been um, evidence based or
Mhm.
factual. So, because of that, it's like, I need to look into this and see how I can put my mark on patients' care.
Mhm.
So, I found you on LinkedIn, and I was like, she teaches a class about writing for
Mhm.
health professionals. So that really, really like solidified things for me. It was like the perfect timing. It was my opportunity to seize it and take advantage of the opportunity. So that really helped me and helped me learn and how to navigate how to write and SEO and all of those things that I was clueless about.
Mhm. Naturally, because that's not stuff that we encounter, especially as a pharmacist. You don't just think about SEO in the natural course of your workday or in your career. So,
No.
yeah, I totally get that. What was it about? So you said you found me on LinkedIn, and I'm guessing that's how you learned about the program. I know a lot of people come across my profile and they find it really helpful because there are a lot of like educational videos that I have about medical writing more generally, health content writing more specifically. But, of course, some people will decide like, oh, this is great information. I can take this and apply it myself and like figure things out on my own. And then you have students who actually enroll in the program because they want some support throughout that process. So, what for you? What for you was the deciding factor in joining health professionals to health writers? Why did you join?
Well, I wanted to join because I wanted to nurture this desire and passion that I have for writing, and it's something that I could do um, on my own time, and something that I could nurture and grow and blossom slowly over time and help me gain some independence as a pharmacist and healthcare professional. Um, I've only worked for other people
Mhm.
and companies, and this is something that I could do on my own. I can write on my own time anywhere in the world, and that is something that I've always longed for. Um, Not being tied to a geographical location in order to um, work or feed my creative need to write and create in my artistic side. So,
So having that flexibility to be able to generate income in a way that's not tied to like you being at this particular location at this particular time for this length of time doing these specific tasks, having more independence in that. Yeah.
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And it also I wanted a second source of income as well because I'm a mom, and I know with today's world, things are always changing.
Hmm.
And I hear of people who get laid off from their job and they don't have anything else to do or anything else to supplement their income. So that is another reason why I was interested because I was like, this is something that I could also do to help bring in my second stream of income and maybe even replace my income and I can work fully independently.
Totally. So what inspired you to get support with that through the program as opposed to going like the do it yourself route, like trying to figure out how to build this additional stream of income through health content writing on your own?
I didn't find any sources that spoke to me, especially as a pharmacist, as a healthcare professional, on how to make that transition. Um, your program specifically spoke to me as a health professional, and you walked me through the steps on how to start your own health company. Like I have an LLC, and I never thought or even imagined that that will be the result of me taking your course. So it it exceeded my expectations from taking your course, and it pushed me outside of my comfort zone to do things, to write, to post articles on LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so this opened up a whole new world for me, and I'm so grateful that I took the chance to believe in myself and that you pushed me outside of my little box and fan my creative need to write and create and to connect with others.
Yeah, I'm glad that you were able to have that experience as well. I want to tap a little bit more into that pushing you outside of your comfort zone box, because this is something that every person, every health professional who's transitioning into health content writing, whether within this program or outside of the program, stepping outside of your comfort zone is something that every person has to go through and has to experience. And it's only by actually doing it and pushing through that that you're able to find the success that you're looking for. So, for you, in your experience, what were, if you had to name like one or two of the most uncomfortable things that you had to get accustomed to or that you had to do, what were one or two of those things, and how did you find the motivation or the discipline, whatever it was, to actually like push forward with those things and execute on them?
I would say the first most uncomfortable thing was me actually publishing my first article on LinkedIn. That was very challenging for me because I have never posted an article on LinkedIn. I've never even posted anything except for like my resume on LinkedIn. So for me to be vulnerable, especially me with starting out, learning how to write, posting my first article, I just had to get outside of my own head and just do it
Mm-hmm.
and believe in myself and to not expect perfection with my first article and to just do it. Because I see other people do it all the time, and I know I could do it too. I
Mm-hmm.
just have to believe in myself and do it.
Yes,
So,
and you did, and you
yeah.
did. Was there any other sticky point or area of discomfort for you throughout the program?
Um, for me, it was just committing the time. As working full time, I'm a wife, I'm a mom of a toddler, so things can be very time is very tight on my end. So just making sure I dedicated my time to completing the course and pushing through no matter what, no matter if I was sick or my toddler was sick or whatever was going on, that I pushed through and stuck with it because it was something that I wanted to do and wanted to achieve.
Mm-hmm. And kudos to you for doing that, because I know it's not easy. I when I started freelance health content writing, I only had one child at the time, and he was like 1 year old, and I was working and planning a wedding. It was a lot going on.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah.
so I definitely understand how tight time is. But it paid off.
Yes.
Your your pushing through paid off, and so I'm curious to hear, in reflecting after the program, on your time during the program, what were some of the ways that you felt like you experienced the most growth and improvement?
The most growth and improvement I could see a change in my writing. Um, just the things that you taught about different styles of writing and the storytelling. Um, I feel like I really saw an improvement there with my writing versus the scholarly textbook style of writing that
Mm,
most of us are used to doing. When you're in school, you have to write a paper or an essay. So just really digging into my own personality and style and tone and the audience that I want to reach and speak to. So that really, really helped me tap into that and blossom my writing skills there.
awesome. So tell us a little bit about you. What kind of writer are you, and what types of companies are you most excited about working with now that you have completed the program and have started writing professionally?
So I write health content about diabetes. So so far, I've only worked with companies who publish health content. So right now, I'm working with GoodRx, and I'm focusing on diabetes related articles about some of the new weight loss medications that have come out as well, like Zepbound. So I'm really excited to be able to do that and to help write content that people can understand on their level, that's digestible and factual, and that's just good. That makes me feel good to know that someone may read this and that may help change their decision about their health.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. And before we let you go, do you have any advice that you would give to fellow healthcare professionals who are thinking about health content writing or who are considering health professionals, health writers? What's something that you wish you had known before you completed the program that you would share with them?
I would say to do it. Get out of your head, ta- take away the doubt, and I know we're all busy, but you have 3 or 4 hours a week to commit to yourself, to better yourself, to do something that you are passionate about that can change your life. Like, this is a life changing experience because you're learning a new skill, and this is a skill that you can do no matter where you are in life, no matter where you are in the world. This is a skill you can always use. Um, even if, even on your job, you can use an improvement in learning how to write, different styles of writing, different tones. As pharmacists, we speak to patients all the time from all over the world, from all walks of life. So, learning how to connect and use different ways of communications to speak to your patients, to write to your patients, that's an invaluable skill that you can forever use.
Completely agree, Makita. Thank you so much for sharing those words and for being here today. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.